butterflies every time I look at him. I need to calm down, I decide, shaking my head as if that could clear my frazzled mind.
All right, guys, let's get started.
Raymond, our sensei, walks into the room, clapping his hands in an effort to get everybody's attention.
Line up.
We do as we're told, lining up in a random but orderly fashion, while collectively facing Raymond as he places himself in front of the large row of floor-to-ceiling windows.
We have a new addition to the group today,
he says, waving to the new guy, who is standing at the other end of the group, pretty much as far away from me as possible.
Would you mind introducing yourself quickly, Chase?
The guy, Chase, responds with a quick nod before he comes forward and turns around to face the group.
Hi, name's Chase,
he starts, and a quick smile flashes across his face before he returns to his serious expression.
Been doing jiu-jitsu for a couple of years. Enjoying it a lot, but I'm just a blue belt, so I guess some of you may have to go a bit easy on me.
With that last sentence, he's casting his acknowledging looks in all the wrong directions, picking out the biggest and strongest guys in our group without ever looking at me, one of the very few brown belts around. I'm one of the strongest grapplers here tonight, but he's oblivious to that fact.
Looking forward to getting to know all of you,
he concludes, and this time he looks straight at me. His gaze feels like a punch to the chest, and I have to force myself not to take a step back in intimidation.
Thanks, Chase,
Raymond says, gesturing for Chase to step back. In keeping with our etiquette, the newcomer gives a subtle bow in Raymond's direction before rejoining the group. Class starts with a few repetitions and warm-up sequences before we are asked to pair up to roll together. The new guy, Chase, is far away from me, and I hate the surge of jealousy that spreads through my chest as I watch him pair up with another girl, Amy. She's a blue belt who was lucky enough to be standing right next to him when Raymond asked us to find a partner. Or maybe it wasn't luck, and Amy made sure to be in the right place at the right time. I wouldn't be surprised, because he's just so... Oh my God, I'm being ridiculous. Why do I care? I'm here to roll, to let off some steam, and turn my anger into sweat. I focus on finding that healthy outlet as I grapple with opponents of varying skill levels. But every now and then, I steal glances at the new guy, catching him executing techniques with precision and grace. When he's teaching us a new technique, Raymond always makes sure that we roll with as many different opponents as possible. We're asked to pair up anew after each grappling bout, and I find myself looking for him every single time. But while we seem to be moving closer to each other, we never end up together as the class goes on. I can barely focus on my own grappling and experience a tinge of embarrassment when Peter, a blue belt, manages to make me tap out with surprising ease.
You okay?
He asks as he jumps away from me.
Are you hurt or sick or something?
Honest concern graces his face when he looks at me. No, I insist. Just not on my best form today, I guess. Good job, though. He smiles with pride before he turns around to find a new partner for the last session of the day. Before I can do the same, I feel the touch of a finger on my shoulder, just as I get back up on my feet. My heart almost stops when I turn around and find him standing right in front of me. Chase towers before me, a mix of determination and a hint of a smile playing on his lips, as if he was mirroring my own feelings.
You up for this?
He asks, jutting his chin forward. He's even more attractive up close, so much so that his presence renders me speechless. Well, shit. A mute nod is all I can come up with as a response, and I'm suddenly feeling very, very dizzy. I hear our sensei's voice in the background, sharing observations and giving last-minute pointers to some of us, but his words are muffled and far away. I can feel my own heartbeat and a sense of unnerving excitement coursing through my veins.
All right, shall we?
Chase asks, pointing toward the mat and raising an eyebrow. I don't like the condescending tone in his voice, or the way he looks at me, but I can't help the nervous flutter that rushes through my core at the sight of his muscular arms stretching the thin fabric of his rash guard as he gestures for me to come closer. But I know one thing.